Hey folks, welcome back to DriveWise Deals. What if I told you the Jeep Wrangler, a vehicle that's famous for its off-road prowess, might actually be overrated for daily driving? Sounds unbelievable, right? But stick with me, because today we're going to explore why this off-roading icon might just be more trouble than it's worth. And believe me, there's a twist you won't see coming. We all know the Jeep Wrangler's reputation: tough, rugged, and built for adventure. But behind all that tough exterior, there are some issues that might make you rethink your purchase. Are its legendary capabilities worth the hassle? We're diving deep into the good, the bad, and the ugly, so stay tuned for an eye-opening analysis. Now, you're probably thinking, wait, isn't the Jeep Wrangler the off-road king? How could it have any downsides? Well, let me tell you, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. From transmission problems to suspension noise, there's more to this vehicle than meets the eye, and you're going to want to hear all about it. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly whether the Jeep Wrangler is truly worth the hype or if it's just a four-wheeled heartbreaker. So get ready for some shocking insights, because this deep dive might just change the way you think about this legendary ride. Before we dive in, make sure to hit that like button if you're excited to get into the details. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe for more automotive content just like this. We've all been there, right? You buy a car that's supposed to be the ultimate off-road machine, but instead you end up with a constant headache. Jeep Wrangler owners know the struggle. The car promises adventure, but often delivers frustration, whether it's a sudden breakdown or just not living up to expectations. It's like you've been sold a dream. You imagine yourself cruising through the desert, conquering mountains, but instead you're in the shop getting your transmission fixed. It's a hard pill to swallow when your ride isn't living up to the hype. Jeep enthusiasts, I feel you. You're excited about the idea of owning a Jeep because it's supposed to be the go-to vehicle for adrenaline junkies, but then reality hits. You're stuck dealing with annoying quirks, like an unreliable electrical system or a steering wheel that vibrates for no reason. Who wants that? I know the feeling, when your car just doesn't seem to get you. The excitement fades fast when you're dealing with issues that seem to pop up out of nowhere, especially with a vehicle like the Wrangler that's built to take a beating, right? If you've ever thought, is this really what I signed up for? You're not alone. It's tough when the car that was supposed to be your ticket to freedom feels more like a ticking time bomb. And trust me, I'm here to help you figure out if it's worth the ride or time to ditch it. Picture this: you've got your hands on a brand new Jeep Wrangler. You're cruising down the road, but after a few weeks, the thrill starts to wear off. Suddenly, you're hearing strange noises, your steering's not as responsive, and that Jeep experience is quickly turning into a nightmare. Now imagine driving a vehicle that's just as rugged but doesn't leave you with a sinking feeling every time you hear a strange noise. Enter the Toyota 4Runner or Ford Bronco. Both vehicles are built to tackle off-roading, but without the constant mechanical headaches that come with owning a Wrangler. Where the Jeep Wrangler is often plagued by issues like suspension noise or problematic electronics, alternatives like the 4Runner and Bronco offer smoother rides and fewer service visits. Imagine not having to worry about fixing the steering after every off-road adventure. Sounds pretty great, right? The difference lies in the engineering and attention to detail. While the Wrangler's off-road abilities are legendary, the overall driving experience can leave a lot to be desired, especially when you're dealing with poor daily driving performance or a lackluster interior. The Bronco and 4Runner bring that balance, offering both off-road prowess and reliability. So what does this mean for you as a potential Jeep Wrangler buyer? Well, it's time to ask the big question: is the Wrangler truly the best choice for your off-road dreams, or is there another vehicle out there that's going to give you everything you want without all the headaches? Stick with me, we're getting to the juicy part next. Let's talk about what makes the Jeep Wrangler so complicated. Sure, it looks cool, and yeah, it'll handle almost any terrain you throw at it, but here's where things start to go downhill. First off, the ride quality? Let's just say rough is putting it mildly. You'll feel every single bump in the road, like someone's shaking your seat with a jackhammer. Then there's the transmission. Jeep Wranglers have a history of having transmission issues. You'd think a vehicle this iconic would have its gears figured out, but nope. Some owners report rough shifts and even complete failures. But hey, at least you get the pleasure of paying for repairs every couple of years, right? Now let's talk suspension. If you've ever driven a Wrangler for an extended period, you've probably heard the noises, clunks, rattles, and occasional squeaks. And no, that's not a feature, it's a malfunction. While this car can conquer rough terrain, it sure doesn't give you a smooth ride back home. It's almost like buying a ticket to an amusement park and then realizing the only ride is the bumpy road challenge. You know, it promises fun and excitement, but most of the time you just want to get off and find something smoother. Here's the thing, Jeep Wranglers are known for being tough, but sometimes they're just tough to deal with. You've got this off-roading legend, but it's like they left a few key pieces out of the puzzle. It's like they spent all their energy on making it look badass and forgot to make sure it actually worked. Alright, let's hear from you. Have you ever had one of those moments when your Wrangler let you down? Maybe it was that weird electrical glitch or the endless trips to the shop. Drop a comment below and share your experience. I'd love to hear your stories. Feeling what I'm saying? Smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't already, because we're diving into even more car insights you won't find anywhere else. Plus, you don't want to miss the next video where we'll talk about the best alternatives to the Jeep Wrangler that'll save you time, money, and frustration. So, at the end of the day, the Jeep Wrangler has its ups and downs. While it's still a legend in off-roading, the issues it comes with might make you second-guess your purchase. If you're looking for something that gives you the adventure without the constant repair bills, it's worth considering other options. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the Jeep Wrangler, hit that like button, share this with your car-loving friends, and of course, subscribe for more. Stay tuned for next week's video where we'll talk about the best off-road alternatives that won't disappoint. Thanks for sticking around, everyone. You're the reason this channel keeps growing, and I can't wait to bring you more awesome content. Until next time, keep driving smart and stay safe out there.